I didn't get the love I needed as a child. It was unstable. I knew from an early age that when I grew up, I wanted to be the one to hold everyone up when they fell down. I wanted to be the perfect mum and wife, and I was for a while there. We were living our dream. We'd sold up everything. We'd bought a caravan, a boat, and a four-wheel drive. The three of us, Lenny, Faith and I, had spent 3 years travelling around Australia. I don't remember the stroke. When I woke up, I was peg-fed, and it took 5 or 6 months before I could talk. I could use my thumb to text, and I could communicate important things like hello and I love you. Life turned to shit. Leonard wanted to bring me home, and all I wanted to do was go home, but I wasn't allowed to. I'd lost everything that was important to me. That was when I tried to off myself. I was frustrated, I was angry, I was lost. How can people take control of your life like that? I could make cognitive decisions, and Leonard was willing and able to care for me. Eventually I did get to go home, and we had no support. Lenny and his mum were caring for me 24/7. Lenny never slept. We couldn't make it work. I went back to hospital, and then to a nursing home. All I ever thought about was getting home. The night had always been my time with Faith. We'd cuddle up in bed together all night. You know what it's like to be a mum and hold your kids. I missed it big time. My dream of getting home was the only thing that kept me going. To be around them and to hear their voices, a hand to touch or a cuddle. I never gave up on that. That dream was all I had left. At my first NDIS meeting, I made it very clear I wanted to go home. That was my goal. I had to hold the reins back. I was like a bull at a gate, wanting the end result. There was all these little steps, like equipment, a wheelchair. I remember that very first day I went outside in the wheelchair. It was amazing. The flowers, the cut grass. I noticed all those little things that you take for granted every day. Len was so keen to get me home. It was hurry up, and I kept saying, yeah babe, it's gonna happen, you know. Lenny was my motivator. He was at me every night. Have you heard anything? Did you hear from them today? Did you ring them today? He was my button pusher. So that's what I'd do. I'd ring them up and keep asking. Things just weren't happening fast enough. Lenny and Faith were living with his parents. He knew we needed a house for me to come home to, so he said, I'm finding us a house. So he did. He put in a rental application, and we moved in a week later. That first night home, it was great. We just yapped all night. It was gorgeous. Lenny and Faith pulled a mattress out, and we watched a movie together. I couldn't sleep. I was just staring at Faith. I just couldn't believe it. There were a lot of emotions that night. Moving home like that, there was nothing set in stone or planned. We'd gotten to that, okay, you can move home stage with NDIS, but not the putting everything in place stage. Yeah, now when I see Len cook dinner or do the washing, I think that should be me. But he says, I love you, darling. It's alright. Just having your home's enough. I'm very lucky. Where do you find a man like this? And I've got the most beautiful daughter. Yeah, I must have done something right. You realise when life turns to shit that there's someone standing beside you. But I do carry guilt with me. I worry that I'm holding them down, keeping them home just to be with me. I'd like to free up their time. That is my next NDIS goal. Them's all I worry about. They're everything to me. Yeah, they're my life, hey. I could tell this story 1,000,000 times over. and it wouldn't repay what this has done, bringing our family back together. I hope everyone has that chance, eh? Everyone deserves what I've got.